Hello guys and welcome to the Manchester United season review. Finally, took me long enough, so let's just get straight into it. So first of all, De Gea. Obviously he's left. Last season he played every Prem game, every Europa League game, every FA Cup game, and played 2 out of the 6 Carabao Cup games. Sorry. Obviously he won the Golden Glove in the Prem. He kept 17 clean sheets in the Prem. He kept 5 in the Europa. He only kept 1 in the FA Cup, which was against Brighton, which is a bit disappointing. And the Carabao Cup, he kept a clean sheet in every game he played, which is 2 games against Forest and Newcastle. So yeah, total 25 clean sheets. Now for De Gea, I'm a bit on a 50-50 here. So like, if we keep him, which I would be really happy if we keep him, but I don't want him first choice anymore. I mean, I know he's a club legend, but if we are to keep him, we still need to sign a goalkeeper. Let's be real. Preferably Onana. If he leaves, that it's not the worst thing in the world anymore because he is getting old. Maybe like we can need to move on, but at least in my opinion, I think we have to I think I've changed my mind. We have to keep him at least on the bench, because especially now Butland's left. He didn't even play a game for us. Especially now we don't have another goalkeeper. Didn't have the center. Let's be real, he's gonna get sold. I mean, I would give him a second chance, but would he want a second chance? Probably not. He would probably be pissed anyways. So probably best to sell him. Maybe to Forest again, who would do good and actually keep them in the Prem maybe. Now, we need to keep him. At least, not even at least. We need to keep him, but he needs to be dropped. He cannot be first choice anymore. Not just because of age, but because he kept, in the last few years he's made a few mistakes, and we need to start moving on. Preferably Onana or Diogo Costa for me. Now let's go to the next point, which is going to be, in my opinion, our third best player this whole season, to be honest. And probably our next best signing, if you know. Hold on, I'm looking this at transfer market. Okay, yeah. Obviously, I think you know who's gonna be. It's gonna be, of course, Lisandro Martinez. So Martinez was brought in for like 50 mil ish, yeah. And yeah, he changed the defense. Let's be real, he changed the defense. Last season we bought in Varane, the season before last, technically now. But he never really had a good partner. Maguire, we all know he was shit that season. Lindelöf, he wasn't good last season. And Wilson on the centre back, he was good, but also not at times. Luke Shaw was in the centre back yet. So yeah, needed that partner. We got that partner for Varane in Martinez. He even got a goal with a head. Yeah. Yeah. The passion. He was like our first passionate player in a very long time. To think that he joined Ajax, who were in the Champions League, dropped down to us, and still be that passionate. Just shows the mentality he's got. And just shot every fucking hater, if I'm being real. And it was unfortunate that he missed, the last 2 months? No, he was out. Wait, when was Sevilla second leg? Hold up, lads. Sevilla second leg, first leg, sorry, was the mid-April. So he missed the last month and a half, really, yeah. Not really, no. Yeah, month and a half. Yeah, month and a half. Sorry, month and a half. He missed that. And the funny thing is, I'm being real with you. I would not play him against City in the FA Cup final. Don't say it was because we didn't have Martinez. We saw how we did with Martin. I'm not saying he's bad, but yeah, maybe it's just different. It's City. You saw how good Luke Shaw and Varane, how good they were against City. I don't care if the goal is controversial, but they were still good nonetheless, okay? You saw a good one. Lindelöf, he was also good, but again, I'm sorry, the problem in the FA Cup final, the first goal, okay, it's fine. We were just not ready yet, maybe like we were shocked. You can't really blame anyone there, we just have to blame everyone. By I mean everyone, like blame the players. Like the players have themselves to blame, not putting in enough pressure from the get-go, so yeah. But like, there's no particular player to blame. But the second goal, we all know the reason is, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's the G's fault. I really think he should save that. But anyways, back to Martinez. Yeah, he changed our defense. Yeah, the price tag was absolutely worth it. Who was our previous number 6 actually? I forgot. Number 6. Pogba. Yeah. I honestly thought I was always that guy that considered Martinez to be CDM, but then after signing for United, oh fuck it, he's a centre back, born and bred. So yeah, next up we got Varane, of course. Now, the first season, you can't really say he flopped, but he definitely underperformed to his caliber at least. But he was still very decent the first season he was here. But again, he was overshadowed by the team's bad season in general, and he didn't have a good partner in defense. But now, he finally does. Yeah, Varane, he's 30 now, that could be a problem, but for now he's still good, let's be real. We signed him for like, well, we only signed him for like 40 mil, right? 40-ish million. No, the only thing with Varane is he is kind of injury prone. Not really, but like, kind of, you know what I mean? He was actually injured for quite a lot this season, like he missed a lot of games. A lot, and I mean a lot. He missed, obviously, so the worst thing that happened the whole season for us was not 7-0, but the Sevilla game, the 2-2 draw. Both of our centre-backs, Varane and Marcel, got bloody injured at the same game. Like, we just didn't know how to react. Oh, okay. Bring on Maguire. It was an unlucky own goal. You can't blame Maguire for that. You just can't. If you blame him, you're stupid. If you don't, you're good persons. But like, next game, Forest, after Sevilla, Lindelöf and Maguire paired up. They played well, but of course it's Forest. I probably should have expected that. But like, yeah, Sevilla, they played again. Yeah, it's a whole different story. Both Maguire and De Gea was shit, but yeah. Then after that, semi-final against Brighton, Luke Shaw was paired with Lindelöf. Maguire was out with injury actually, and it turned out to be good. So, yeah, that was really, like, the injury crisis really crashed our season. If it wasn't for injuries, oh my god, would we at least have won the FA Cup, I would say. Martial, I swear to God, I'm going to talk about this later, but Martial, if he didn't get injured before the FA Cup final in that team talk where he picked up a bloody hamstring, not a team talk, the speech, I would say we would have won it, because we were forced to play Bruno out wide, because Antony wasn't available, so yeah. But yeah, I'm going to get all back to that stuff later. Next stop is the man who's pretty much revived his career so much this season. Oh my god. But yeah, he has to get an upgrade, a massive upgrade in FIFA. Yeah, Machiavelli needs to get a big boost again. Of course, it's the Iceman, Lindelöf. Now, obviously, Lindelöf, he's always been a decent backup for us. Never really considered as first choice, really, especially after like Maguire. We all thought, oh my god, Maguire will play every fucking game until he dies at this point. But yeah, Lindelof. Actually, his contract expires by the end of this season, so we definitely need to renew that. But yeah, Lindelof, I appreciate you. Like, honestly, you've always been a bench player, but you just always stuck to it when you had the chance. You just played for the badge, really. Last season, again, overshadowed by Maguire Masterclass again, the entire team being shit, but yeah. This season, at the start he was still like, yeah, nothing too special, but then after Martinez's injury, let me tell you this, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but Lisandro Martinez's injury was seriously the best thing to ever happen for Lindelof. I'm being serious. That's probably the best thing that's ever happened in Lindelof's career, at least like until this point. He got the nods after that. He just got the belief by Ten Hag. Paired up Maguire. He seemed decent as first, but then Sevilla again. But then Maguire got injured. That was when really he started to make a name for himself. The game against Brighton in the FA Cup. Yeah, he scored the winning penalty. Oh wow, it's just that. Oh no, after that he just became an absolute rock at the back. Goal on current against Aston Villa. I know he wasn't going to count anyways, but still, you got to appreciate the effort. And yeah, the good thing about Lindelof, he's very versatile. You could play him right back, left back, defensive mids if we really force it. And I think he actually played in defensive mid one game off the bench. So yeah. Next up, oh my god. Oh dear god, I think you know I'm gonna go here. It's of course the GOAT, Harry Maguire. Now, I'm gonna be a bit different. Last season I was just so rant, like I was just pissed. Not really pissed, I just like United, the whole team was shit. Maguire scored so many own goals. Not so many own goals. He got like only one, but like he made so many mistakes last season. This season, I would say he has improved. Fair play to Maguire. He was dropped. He didn't get mad. He understood that okay, I'm not good enough. He just played for the team. He put the team first. I respect that. And when he plays, he's been a lot better this season. You can't deny it. He has upgraded a lot. Ever since he got dropped, he's been better. You can't say that. You can't say he hasn't. He's been a lot better, and I know he rarely starts anymore, which is probably a good thing, to be honest. But when called upon, after he was dropped, we don't talk about the first two games. After he was dropped, he was decent. Apart from the game against Sevilla, I'm sorry, that was the only bad game. The 3-0 loss, not the 2-2. The own goal wasn't his fault. But the thing with Maguire is, I think, if I know he's gonna leave, let's be real, he is going to leave, probably to Spurs, but like Maguire, the only reason why he hasn't really been that good for us is, in my opinion at least, he just doesn't fit the system of also trying to like a ball playing defender, like with Martinez. Varane can play, they're like decent passes, but like Maguire, he's just that defender. He doesn't have pace. That's the only problem with him. And probably the best system for him is in England. That's why he succeeds in England. If I'm not wrong, he plays as the center, in the center of a back three. I still think that is his best system. So yeah, Maguire. Unfortunately, Ten Hag does not play the three at the back. He never plays the three at the back. So unfortunately for Maguire, I think he just doesn't fit. He just doesn't fit the system. He is a good player. We all know how good Maguire is, but the system is just different in United than the playing style that he really is. So sorry that it never worked out, Harry. But now we go to the next player who has made And basically, to be fair, the entire United team have made a career revival, have they? But yeah, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. He's so versatile. I'm not really so versatile, but only left back, centre back. But still, having that. I think the first time we ever played Luke Shaw centre back was against. What was it against? Either Forest or Bournemouth. One of those two. Forest or Bournemouth after the World Cup after the Premier League restart. It was either one of those two games, but it was because we had a lot of injuries. Like Martinez wasn't available. It was still essentially partying, quotes. But yeah, Luke Shaw, when called upon, at the start of the season, he was, of course, dodgy like everyone else. Malacia took his place, but then in that City game, Malacia was shit. Luke Shaw came on, Ten Hag made subs. The game was already over, but he made the sub. Shaw came on, it was decent, and then after that, he started getting game time again. Ten Hag realized, okay, I can't play the same players again and again. He gave the chance to Shaw, and he became good again. So, yeah, and when I think, yeah, Luke Shaw, he's just good defensively. That's the thing. He's a good fullback if you need him to defend. And the thing is, it's not the first time that Shaw's played centre back, but it's the first time he's played in a back four, centre back in a back four. He has played in the left side of the back three when Ole in 19/20 he used a 5-2-3, basically a 3-4-1-2. Sorry, 3-4-1-2 with wing backs. Like in the game against City where we won 2-0 that season, he played there. But yeah, never before he played centre back in the back four, and he did superbly. Okay, he's been superb. I can't say anything. He was probably my number 6 in the player of the season rankings. It was up to me. Next up, we have the other left back, which is of course TYRELL Malacia. I'm only gonna discuss players from this season. I'm not gonna discuss players out on loan, how they do, like what happened to them now. I'm just gonna say the players that played for United the season before, like the most recent season. I think it's the best way to say it without any confusion. Malacia, he was very cheap. It was actually a very rare cheap signing by us. Not a free, but an actual cheap signing for just 15 mil, if I'm not wrong. And he was absolutely amazing at the start of the season. Liverpool, he put a masterclass. He pocketed Salah, but then he got exposed against City. But again, he became good again. He just friendly competition with Luke Shaw is what you love to see. And I was surprised, but he played the Manchester derby again, but this time he played good. Let me tell you now, Luke Shaw in the centre back with a bit more height. Let's be real, even though it's not too different, but yeah, that was before Lindelöf was good. Yeah, but Luke Shaw has a bit more height. That was all we needed. Malacia, bloody bargain. Definitely keep. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair now, you can really tell who I want to keep and sell. It's only Rui Maguire that sell for now. Next up, I would choose this guy to be first choice now. Is of course. God damn it! Why am I coughing so bad? Is of course WAN-BISSAKA, mate. Before 21/22, I love this guy so much, but that season he just underperformed, and this season Ten Hag looked like he just trusted DALOT more. He always played DALOT. He never started WAN-BISSAKA up until the Burnley game. I actually didn't realize, but he did come off the bench a couple of times, but he never started. He started against Burnley, got that wonderful assist, and And ever since then, my God, has he become good again. You can't get past this guy, I'm sorry. Best defender in the world. No, I can do that. Best 1v1 defender in the world. There you go, more specific. And then the only memeable thing about this guy this season was that miss against Everton. My God, even I would have scored that, Aaron. But still, the fact that Ten Hag has, how much he's changed WAN-BISSAKA, how much improved he is under Ten Hag is just magnificent. It's just incredible, honestly. He suffered a lot with injuries as well at the start of the season, but then, yeah, incredible. Just absolutely, what a career revival this man has had. And now for the unfortunate thing, DALOT. He was so good. You can't deny, he was so good before the World Cup, but then after the World Cup, mate. After the World Cup, but legit, what? I can't explain it, but he just massively downgraded after the World Cup. I'm sorry, but I don't know why he wasn't as good in the second half of the season, but still decent, but not as good as the first. He got so exposed in the 7-0 defeat. Yeah, let's not talk about that. In the Carabao Cup final, he started, even though WAN-BISSAKA was in good run of form, but he started that, and he got rinsed by Maximan. Not his fault, but yeah. But WAN-BISSAKA came on. Oh my God, he was so good. He was so much better. But DALOT, he would be back up again, but it's good competition. Both fullbacks have been good competition, so I like to see that. What's this mark? Oh, 40 mil, that's good. Now, okay, this is where it gets absolutely massive. In my books, my player of the season, CASEMIRO. He's my player of the season. You cannot deny this man was the most pivotal signing we've ever made. Like, this season he was our best signing. So crucial. Just so crucial. The heart of the midfield. He controls the game. He just cuts passing lanes and all. Why is transfer market not loading? I'm sorry, mate. Dear God, why is it not loading? Hello? Oh God. Okay, finally. It's a shame he's 31. We dropped 70 mil on him, but my God, the passion of this man is unreal. It is absolutely incredible. He was announced again on the game against Liverpool. Just announced. He got a debut against Southampton on the bench. He never started up until the 2-1 win against Everton. Like, I mean, it's not incredibly shocking. Like, Ten Hag wants him to adapt, but to be fair, Ten Hag is kind of biased. I'm sorry, that's my only critic on him. He is just a bit biased. Former Ajax or Dutch players in particular, they always instantly get the start, apart from Malacia. So yeah, but CASEMIRO, my God, he didn't start off well. That's the thing. Against Everton, he made a couple of mistakes, but then he just instantly redeemed himself, and then never looked back since then. Holy, yeah. The thing is, the man scored more. The man proved to be a better goal-scoring threat than Weghorst. Oh dear God, but yeah, it just says a lot about Weghorst. But CASEMIRO, credits to him. He was bad against Liverpool. That was really just it. That was just, yeah. The only bad thing about him was, yeah, we missed him a lot through suspension. We missed 7 games with him just suspension. The worst thing is, the first game he was suspended was against Arsenal. And guess what? McTominay played, and I would say it was his fault. We conceded the 3rd goal because that pass was easily able to be cut out, but he fucked up. So yeah. Then Leeds doubleheader, and then Leicester. Thank God he was back for Newcastle just in time. but then got suspended again for Newcastle in the league, Brentford and Everton. And then, yeah, thankfully no more after that. But my God. My God. The only problem with him was just suspension. The Southampton red card wasn't red in my opinion. The Crystal Palace one is, but one of the other Crystal Palace, I think it's Jordan Ayew should have got red as well. So yeah, next up is MCTOMINAY. This guy, we have to keep him. I'm sorry, we have to keep him. He's so versatile. I wouldn't say he's defensive mid. He's definitely a centre mid, more attacking centre mid. I would not mind if we play him at attacking mid. He's a better striker than Weghorst, lads. He scored more than Weghorst, and he doesn't even start that often. He scored against Ammonia, Everton, Aston Villa. Yeah, boom. 3, done. Yeah. Embarrassing, but yeah, okay. McTominay, I would say he would be good backup for... Okay, now from last season, yeah, I would say he was backup for Eriksen. But to be fair, I do understand Ten Hag, like seeing him as a defensive mid because he is very tall. Fred in DM would just get killed. Fred in the Eriksen role, oh my God, he's been good. McFred has actually become good this season, let me tell you that. Especially after that international break. Oh my God, McTominay become so good after that. But he was also plagued with injuries. But okay, we don't talk about that now. Fred. This guy was one of the only good players last season. Like the season before 21-22. Like, I'm being serious. I don't care what you think, but after Rangnick came in, the whole team was shit apart from this man and Ronaldo. Fred was legit Brazilian. Actually was Brazilian. And this season, he's been decent. He body pocketed De Bruyne. Okay, I don't care what you think, he pocketed De Bruyne. And he scored a few goals as well. At one point he scored more goals after a certain date than Chelsea. So yeah, that says a lot. Not really, Chelsea. You never know. I mean, we don't talk about that. Yeah, whatever. But I would not sell Fred. But I understand why doing that, because he is a bit old and he's just tiny. That's the only problem with him. But I would not sell him. I would probably this season Eriksen backup for Bruno, Mount as the number 8 with Fred backup, Casemiro and McTominay as the backup. That would be my midfield. And last season, obviously we don't have to worry about this anymore, but last season we had Sabitzer, which was I would still sign to this day, but I understand because we are packed in the midfield. Especially with Mount now, but yeah. Now, speaking of Sabitzer, I'm gonna talk about him. This was my first time truly, like just truly, falling in love with a lone player. I had never, like, apart from maybe Igalo, but yeah, Sabitzer. Generally, the first true player that made me fall in love. That was a lone player. He was so good for us. Like, he was so... That thing is with him, he is so versatile. He started out playing as a defensive mid, kind of in the Casemiro role when he was suspended, but then came to Fred, Eriksen or Fred's, whatever. And then sometimes even Bruno as the number 8. But you can't say... Like, you cannot not fall in love with him. He was just so good. He was so useful for us in the injury crisis, but then he picked up an injury of his own that ended the season, and unfortunately we are not signing him back. So thank you, Sabitzer. You will be missed here. You were great. You played your heart out. I respect that. You even got a brace against Sevilla, which we ended up bottling, and a goal against Fulham. So yeah. Thank you again, Sabitzer. You were a very good player for squad depth. Just, you will be missed. I am sad he's going, but I understand as well. Next up, we have Eriksson. Now, this man at the start of the season was so good, but unfortunately that injury really kind of ruined him. Like, the injury, after the injury, he was not as good. He was decent, but not as good, let's be real. Not as good. He only got like a couple more assists. The most memorable one was the Casemiro goal against Chelsea, then the 4-1 win. But yeah, he was not that great after injury. But you can't say he's been a flop. He's been superb. He got 1 goal in the Prem and 1 in the Carabao. He got 10 assists throughout the entire season. 8 in the Prem, 2 in the Europa. And yeah, he won nothing with Spurs in 7 years. He won the Carabao with us in 7 months. I had to say that. I'm sorry. I had to say that, okay? I'm sorry, but I had to say that. Eriksson, key, but as backup for Bruno now, I would say. I think, yeah, he's getting older. I would probably say he would be better at Cam now. Now, the captain. The captain, I don't care. He has to be the #1 captain now. Bruno Fernandes played the most amount of minutes this season. Any player, outfield or goalkeeper, he played the most. 70 games, including national team. He played 59 out of the 62 for us. He was suspended for the Europa for Sevilla. Second leg, and Aston Villa in the league. That was it. And we thought he was gonna miss the game against Spurs. No, he came back 2 days later after supposedly getting an injury. Just jokes. He was the only other player that finished the season with double-digit goals. Actually, he finished with, how much is that? 14 goals. Only one in Europe, but that's kind of bad. When was that? Who was that against? Oh, against Betis. 8 again in the Prem, 3 in the FA Cup, 2 in the Carabao. Got some, how much assists is that? 12, 14, 15 assists. Oh, 15 assists, sorry. 15 assists. Yeah, such a team player. The only thing that bothers me is generally is like his crybaby attitude, but I don't care. We love him. United fans, if you don't love Bruno, fuck off, mate. But yeah. Oh, and the game against Charlton, it was also suspended. So you only had 3 suspensions all season. Yeah. Alright, that is the midfield done, if I'm not wrong. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone. I'm only going to talk about the main... Okay, I'm going to talk about this guy. Because he did play for us, so fine. I'm going to have a word with this guy, Kobe Mainu. He will be a versatile option in the future. He will be so helpful. He can play legit in centre mid, attacking mid, which was where he played against Charlton, and in defensive mid if need be. How many games did he? I think the thing is, he started the game. I don't care if it's only against Charlton. He generally starts the game. So yeah. Let's see how many games. He played 1 Premier League game, which was against Leicester. Came off the bench. Carabao Cup, he apparently played 3 times. What? His debut was against Charlton. At least the full debut. And I don't know. The other one probably against Forest, to be honest. FA Cup he played once. Oh wait, no. That was the FA. That was the Papa John's Trophy. Sorry, for the under 28, whatever, under 18s. FA Carabao Cup, yeah, he only played against Charlton. FA Cup, I don't know who he played against. I'm assuming Reading off the bench. He was on the bench quite a lot, just like Iqbal. But unlike Iqbal, he actually got the chance. I'm not going to talk about Iqbal because he just didn't play. So yeah, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he got some Leicester, I know that. FA Cup, yeah, Reading came on at, what's this? Oh, minutes played, so he came on in like what, 73rd minute. Charlton got an hour played, and he was a starter, so yeah, he can be proud of that moment. Now, go to forwards. Let's start with the main man. Oh shit, service wrong. Marcus Rashford. What can I say? Oh my god, market value is on 80 mil. Career revival, baby. Absolute career revival. From just 5 goals last season to this season having 20, not 20, what am I saying 20? 30, you idiot. Bloody 30. I'm gonna see last season stats. 21/22, I wanna see that. 5 goals and 2 assists. Dear God, in 32 games. This season, with injuries and with a bad last 3 months, like a terribly out of form. 30 goals and 11 assists. Boom. 56 appearances. He had a lot of injuries, although most of it was minor, but towards the end of the season he did have a bit of a serious, not too serious, but kind of serious-ish injury. He nearly missed the Carabao Cup final. Thank God he played, but yeah, he scored 25 at the time of February, including the Carabao Cup final. That was his 25th goal of the season, but unfortunately only scored 5 goals in the next 3 months, which was against Betis, both legs, Spurs, Brentford, and of course Chelsea. So yeah, Rashford's definitely, I don't care about him. Like, I don't care what you do, just keep him. Block, even if someone comes with a 1 billion offer, just sell him. Never sell this guy. Just never, okay? Never. Just don't make him a 1 club player in his career. Probably still got at least 10 years in his career, so yeah, just make him a 1 club player, yeah? Next stop, we have Antony. Now this guy started out so good and then became mid, and then started to adapt again. His genuine play was good. He was involved a lot, but the only couple of things that is his problem. 1, he's a bit selfish. 2, he doesn't have a right foot. And 3, the man is quite inconsistent in finishing when he doesn't want to pass. In that Wolves game it showed. So yeah, I would say keep again, but next season he needs to improve. Define the end product and the actual skill moves as well. But he needs the end product is the most important. He started out 3 from 3 in the Premier League and never scored up until 2-0 win against Forest in the league. Yeah. But again, he's been decent, but not at the level, especially with the 100 mil price tag. Now, next stop we have Jadon Sancho. He had a very good start to the season. You can't deny he had a very good start to the season and then became mid again. But then took a career, basically not career, but took a very personal break and then came back. He started out good. He was very impactful off the bench. Scored against Leeds. But I think the problem with him is he's being played in the wrong position. He's genuinely played better at right wing or even attacking wing. He's just not a left winger. We're getting that wrong. He's not a left winger. Right wing is his best position. He played superb against Chelsea and Fulham. And in pre-season he was on the right. He was superb. So you can't say he's better on the left. Nah, man. He's just a playmaker type winger. He's not a finisher type. He's more of a natural winger, I guess, that crosses the ball. Now we go on to Pellistri. Now Pellistri wasn't given a chance up until Charlton. When he plays, this man is good. He needs to be given more chances. He genuinely needs to be given more chances. It took 3 years to get his actual debut, but the wait paid off. He was on the bench a lot, and he finally got his chance. And he was good. He impressed Ten Hag. He even got a start in a full 90 against Betis. And yeah, I know he only got 1 assist in the end, but his play in general, oh my god, he was so enjoyable. He has a future here. He has to. You can't loan him out. Maybe loan him to game time really, because we have hefty competition, especially with Ahmad coming back. But yeah, now Garnacho, Pellistri, whatever, you can loan him out or just don't sell, loan or keep, whatever, you can do anything. Now Starboy Garnacho, he's already worth 25 mil. He just turned 19 recently, very recently. I think it was like 2 days ago. Why is it not loading, for God's sake? There we go. Okay, Garnacho, he's a very weird player. Argentinian belows Ronaldo. And the very lucky player, probably the last player to ever play with both Messi and Ronaldo. By his stats, 37 games, probably more than 50% of those came off the bench. He scored 6, assisted 6. He's better than Gavi. I don't fucking care what you think. I don't care if I'm biased. I will still say Garnacho is better. Oh god. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing, lads. Okay. Camera, I forgot. I shouldn't raise my camera, but no, anyways. 12 goal contribution is 37 games, barely any start. So yeah, he didn't start many, and he didn't get a chance up until like November. So again, very impressive. He could be wearing the number 7, probably will. And excited for next season. He'll be even better. Now we have this is gonna be a bonus one. Ahmad's. He was so good with Sunderland. So with Sunderland, he really thrived, and I hope he gets a chance this season. I really hope he gets a chance. He's come back from loan, and I really hope he gets a chance. 14 goals and 4 assists in the championship for a youngster. That is very, very decent. And now, oh my god. Okay, here we go. Martial. He was good. When he plays, he had a positive impact, apart from getting injured all the time, but still, you cannot deny he played well when he plays. Just unfortunately he's a bit lazy, but yeah, he's still decent. But I wouldn't sell him. I would still keep him a backup. He is just a backup in my opinion. We need a better striker, but I wouldn't sell Martial. 9 goals and 3 assists, nearly double digits. He had a good end to the season, but body injured in the Ten Hag speech, body hamstring, and yeah. He's still a decent player to be backup. Unlike this frauds, thank God we're not signing him. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's, dear God, it's about their cost. Fucking hell. Thank God we're not signing him on a permanent. Their course, bye bye. 2 goals and probably like what? Just 1 assist, I bet you. That assisted for Rashford. He was so good for Wolfsburg. Burnley picked him up. Obviously didn't work, but yeah, because they were in a relegation battle. But still, it's an absolute joke. For Besiktas, he was good. But for us, 2 goals. Just 2 goals. Never scored in the Premier. He missed a sitter in the last minute against Fulham. He's only scored in the Europa and Carabao Cup, and both were rebounds. Okay, both were just rebounds. He only got 2 goals and 3 assists in, was that, I think 31 games. If I'm not wrong, 31 games in half a season. He's better as a defender at this point. He was better as the number 10. My God, thank God he's never going to play for this club ever again. I hate you, of course. You are so bad. But, oh yeah, I just realised I forgot to talk about, I don't really talk about Tom Eaton. Yeah, just be the choice, I guess. So, yeah, that's it for this video. That is my season review of Man United. So hopefully the season goes well. Hopefully you're going to win a trophy. Hopefully do better in the Prem. Be more consistent. Hopefully get the good signings we want. Mount is coming. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Peace.